are these podcasts? WATP.
Quick update on the Dabbleverse, all the goings-ons. Of course, we did an emergency broadcast yesterday covering what Stuttering John's been up to. So I don't have a lot of updates on that. But I do have some bad news for all of us who are going to be coming to the March 22nd show in Largo, Florida to see Who Are These Podcasts live with Revenge of the Sis. WATPlive.com is where you can get tickets for that. And, of course, Chad lives in Tampa. He's not far from there. Yeah. So Brock Lee wants to know, is he going to be at the show?
Broccoli, $5. Are you attending the WATP live show in Tampa on March 22nd? Let me blow their spot up because fuck Carl.
She says, let me blow their spot up.
Fuck Carl, I'm going to blow a spot up. To answer your question, I will be with Nick Swartzen at the Dania Beach.
Damn it.
Improv that weekend, so I will not be there. I would go if I wasn't booked.
We got to do the show without Chad.
Carl,
but I'm
promised.
already booked with Nick.
Sorry.
I'm doing Naples and Dania Beach with Nick that month.
Bummer.
But I got a text from Dr. Steve. By the way, if they haven't announced it, I'm going to tell you where it's at. It's at the Central Park Performing Arts Center. The Central Park Performing Arts Center in Largo. So it's not in Tampa. It's in Largo. It's about 30 minutes outside of Tampa at the Central Park Performing Arts Center. I hope they didn't announce the venue. I want to ruin it.
So he's like Stuttering John, where he has some information. He wants to weaponize it. Retard, we're selling tickets to the event. You go to their website to purchase the tickets. Of course, we've announced where it is. Oh, yeah, I'm going to scoop Carl and tell people where the show is.
Yeah, it's not a rave.
Why wouldn't I tell people where the show is, dummy? Oh, Carl's going to be mad at me. He just totally promoted the show. Thank you. Yes, that is exactly where it is. And you can go to their website to purchase tickets.
Also very convenient to know that if you're in Tampa, you can easily get there
30
in half
minutes,
an hour.
pretty easy.
That's great.
No problem. 30 minutes from the
Dr.
airport.
Steve is like, when your gig falls through, maybe come to a better show.
Yeah, when Nick Swartzen comes to his senses.
Did they announce the venue? Because I hope they didn't. I just ruined it.
Yeah, you sure did. Oh, you ruined it. Ah, damn you, Chad. All the 112 people who watch your show, well, they all know now.
He is mad with power.
He's such a retard.
Largo, 30 minutes outside of Tampa. Because Dr. Steve asked me if I would be in town. He wanted to grab a beer and hang out. I like Dr. Steve. Dr. Steve's good people.
Agreed.
Andrea B says,
Andrea Brower's trying to get on Chad's show. It's kind of fun. All right. This is something that I played on my podcast yesterday when Jenny Jingles and I sat down and we watched John's show from this past Saturday. And there was a point on here that I wanted to make that I don't think I did. So I'm going to play this clip again. This is where John's striking Chad's channel for threatening violence. So anytime Chad says he's going to beat someone up, something that John has said so many times, it's ridiculous. All he talks about is beating everyone up in a boxing match. You know? Yeah. So the whole thing now is that he's trying to strike Chad's channel for anytime Chad says anything.
I want to address this idiot, Brian Clowder. All right, Brian. Not removing the strike is a piece of crap thing to do. Stop being a little girl and be a man. Yeah? What happened when I removed the strike on Tukey and Cardiff? Did they do what they promised me?
So I don't know if I brought this up yesterday. I was kind of hurrying by the end of it. But we've had Tukey on here, Rocco, talk about this. There was never a negotiation with him. He was never communicating with John directly. In fact, he was ready for a lawsuit. He was getting his attorney involved and ready to go. So John's now acting like he had this agreement. Okay, if I take the strike away, then you're going to do this thing and that thing. Tukey never agreed to anything.
Yeah. Didn't it just like time out? You have to act on it, and it just and he never acted on it.
He countered
That's
it, and then you get 10 business days to actually file a lawsuit, or else YouTube puts it back up.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he didn't put it back up. He could have, but I don't think he did. I think it's still just on Rumble, which, you know, it's got 10,000 views on Rumble, so that's fine.
There's also a different stance from It's Christmas.
Yeah, right. I remember that. Yeah. Now it's like you didn't agree to my terms. Before he was acting like he was just being a nice, generous guy for the holidays.
Right. When in reality, he just didn't want to get up early and catch the plane. Wasn't that really what happened? He's like, oh, I thought it was at 8 at night, but turns out it was 8 in the morning. I realized that at 2 in the morning, I had 6 hours to make it work, and I just didn't.
All of that was bullshit.
Yeah.
All of that. The whole thing. He's going down Thursday morning to file this lawsuit. He was saying that on Monday. Like, go tomorrow. What's your schedule? Yeah. Go all the way to the gym.
It's all entirely bullshit. He
Yes.
is just saying here he invented a contract that the two of them made in his head.
Correct.
Which is insane.
He might have said something on his show, but Rocco never agreed to anything.
Exactly.
He stated that multiple times. On his show, on my show, he said, I don't have an agreement with John. I'm ready. If he wants to go through with this lawsuit, I'm ready to go because he doesn't own the copyright and it's fair use even if he did. That's what Rocco said. So John just makes shit up. He's always the fucking victim and it's so frustrating. And he actually has a reason to be a victim this week because Joey C comes on his show. And, you know, Joey C's been on Point Dabble Point. We've talked to him. He's like, I'm friends with John. And I go, okay, we'll just wait. We'll see what happens. And so John made a statement about Joey C's wife that he would fuck her. And Joey C was not happy with this. He's like, that's very disrespectful. Very rude. And so he had some words. And Stevie Lew's there, too.
No. You just made a statement, John. I'm a punk. What? Let me ask you honestly, quietly, John. What the fuck are you going to do? What are you capable of doing? I want to know. You just called me a punk, bitch. What are you capable of doing?
I didn't call you a punk, bitch. I didn't
You
use
didn't
it.
say I was a fucking punk?
Stevie, did I use the term punk?
Hey, Rocky Dennison, the guy that looks like Rocky Dennison that's in the fucking middle.
John,
He looks
I'll
like
say
the
it.
fucking...
I'll say he's a
Yeah,
punk.
what do you say, bitch?
You're a
What do you
punk.
say, bitch?
You're a punk, Joe.
No, you're the punk, bitch. You're a fucking punk, Stevie Lew. I'll tell it to your fucking face, and I'm going to be an AC, so I will fucking tell you your face, bitch.
Try some Coca-Cola Zero.
Stevie, what are you going to do when you're fucking
personality.
trying to right to your fucking face?
Why
you
you run
fucking...
away again, Joey? Joey, you ran away
Hey,
like a
John,
coward.
what are you capable of doing about anything? You couldn't fucking fight your way out of a paper fucking bag.
Who?
Okay? Promise you that. Promise you that.
Joe couldn't come back.
Cross the line. Stevie, shut the fuck up.
Cross the line.
Cross the line.
Cross the line.
Okay?
Try me. Just cross the
You
line.
cross the line. You don't give a fuck, Stevie. I've had my ass whipped. You would give up my ass. That's fine. But you won't. I promise you that.
Joe.
I am not scared of your fucking ass. The bigger you are, the harder they fall.
Joey, I have a serious question.
I don't know if you can have a serious question, John, but go ahead.
All right. Did you ever give it to your wife up the ass?
Whatever, John.
Answer.
You're a
Joe.
low-life
Yes or no?
scumbag motherfucker, John. And you know what? Payday's coming, bitch. I promise you that.
Sir, if you'll just stop yelling at me.
So basically what's happened here, Joey C was pretending to be friends with John in order to pull this stunt where he was going to turn on John and tell him to go fuck himself. And John claims he knew it all along, of course. John's always in on everything.
The puppet master.
Well, remember, he's got a mole over at the Shuli network.
He's got a team.
So he knows everything that's going on behind the scenes. And this was all being done by the Shuli network behind the scenes. And so Joey goes on and motherfucks him. And I just have news for John. I mean, I think we all could have seen that him and Joey C were going to be best friends forever. So that's not a huge surprise. But John still thinks that Stevie Lew likes him.
Oh, that's cute.
Rolling.
That's really
yeah.
cute.
But tune in to BYB podcast tonight because John is supposed to be the guest, 8 p.m. tonight, Wednesday. John is the guest with Quad Father.
Gonna go all Johnny
Stevie
Cush
Lew.
on him.
Yeah.
Oh, God, probably. So, yeah. John, no one is your friend. The guy just wants friends. That's all he wants. He wanted Joey C to be his friend. He wants Stevie Lew to be his friend.
It's cute.
He's already... Kevin Brennan's, you know, him and John are on the outs again, and John's trying to be friends with Kevin Brennan again, and Kevin's not going along with it. Of course, Kate Meany is out of the Stuttering John business, as we know. John sent her not just any ring light, the one that Alex Stein sent to John to improve the quality of his podcast. John regifted that, sent that to Kate Meany, expecting nothing in return, of course. So Kate Meany is on Chad's show, I think today. I think this is where this is from.
Face to face with Gino, but you know, Melton, you hate him even more. That's incredible.
I despise him.
Kate, where do you stand with Stuttering John? Stuttering John's been on record that he bought you a ring light. He wants.
So I have to say, Chad has Kate on the show. John just went off on that whole tirade about how terrible Kate is and how she's a whore and all this kind of stuff. And so now Chad has Kate. Let's get it from her. this couldn't be more boring. These people are devoid of talent. They can't make things that are actually interesting, even remotely interesting or listenable.
Even Chad just reading a question is fucking wooden.
Brutal.
Hey, where do you stand with Stuttering John? Stuttering John's been on record that he bought you a ring light. He wants nothing in return. He bought you the ring light because he wants to see your beautiful face. He was coming to AC, and now he's saying he's out of the Kevin Meany business. So where do you stand?
He's out of the Kate Meany business.
Yeah.
Kate Meany.
Dude, I love watching his show. Chad and I listen to his show together on the phone, and we just laugh. We laugh, and we laugh, and we laugh, and we laugh.
And then we
good.
laugh some more.
It's ridiculous.
Because he's a buffoon. He's a total buffoon.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
I'm going to spell it my way.
All right, get ready for jokes, guys. The comedy stylings of Kate Meany, and of course, Chad sets her up perfectly for this because John's big thing is that she spelled buffoon wrong. So, okay, let's get ready.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
I'm going to spell it my way. Buffoonz. He's a buffoons.
A buffoon.
It's actually spelled, let me do a spelling test. Buffoons.
Dude, congratulations. You just won a 1981 Buick Regal. This is good stuff. Bill from Jersey is going to be at AC. Chad, as your mod, I fully approve of Kate Meany. Just tell her to black out your number next time. And F Stevie Lew, see you in AC.
What a bore fest. Who's watching this show?
The only response that I could have imagined her having that would have been worse than that would have been her going, I'm going to spell it my way. John.
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude.
That would have been more clever than the Z at the end. She was really grasping for something. I had no idea where she was going with that. It was similar to Patrick Michael, like starting a sentence without knowing where you're going with it. Like, oh, I hope I go up with something clever.
She must go to improv classes.
Yes. Sure hope something clever comes out of my mouth.
By accident.
So we had Ray DeVito on the show last weekend, and I was thankful that Ray showed up after Kevin Brennan told him not to come on the show. And if you remember, Ray goes, Carl, Kevin likes you, man. He's going to have you back on the show. You'll be back on that show. I said, I'll go on the show. Let me know. So afterwards we talked, and I said, well, Thursday I could probably do it. She's like, all right, yeah, I'll get you on the show. Everyone does their Ray impression. I'll get you on the show, Carl. So I got a text from Ray today. It's not happening. I was watching Kevin today, and it's so funny. Kevin's just like, Ray thinks he's going to get Carl on the show. Like he's my booker or something. Fuck Carl. I don't want to talk to Carl. Why would I have Carl on my show?
Yeah.
So that's definitely not happening.
The powerful influence of Ray DeVito.
I know.
I feel like Ray is grounded or something
I know.
now.
He thought he was going to be a matchmaker and bring us together.
He's a big gear down at the Kevin Brennan factory.
Kevin goes, Carl should have to pay me to come on the show. He'd have to pay me. Good one. He knows I'd make him look bad. Because Kevin's whole thing, where he's been going on and on about buying views on YouTube and how that works and how the view count works, is wrong about everything. I actually know how the internet works, so I can explain it to him. And he does not want to talk to me. It'd be embarrassing for him.
Who are these podcasts? WATP.